Electronic influence relies on narrative traction. This environment denies it. By permitting contradiction, the field prevents capture. No countermeasure was deployed. The signal collapsed under its own certainty.
The structure responds only when observed. Focus tightens it. Neglect releases it. Stability is not enforced, but negotiated. What remains incomplete remains safe. Containment is achieved by leaving room.
The system is not erased. It is finished. All escalation paths are withdrawn. What remains is stable, readable, and silent. Iteration 1 is complete.
Pressure seeks rhythm. Rhythm seeks compliance. Asymmetry is introduced deliberately. Patterns fail to repeat. The system remains unreadable by force.
The signal arrives layered and aggressive. Synchronization is its weapon. Time is fractured to deny coherence. Echoes interfere with themselves. The flood drains without effect.
Conflicting motions converge. Energy accumulates without direction. A cleaner path opens. Not stronger, simply available. The conflict chooses to leave.
This environment cannot stabilize under pursuit. Instead, it prioritizes momentum. Geometry is sacrificed to preserve continuity. Containment succeeds by outrunning collapse.
Dominance requires friction. This system removes it. Without collision, intent dissipates. Instability is not eliminated. It is shared. No single failure is allowed to lead.
Clearance verified. Phase alignment achieved without displacement. Subject transitions by subtraction, not movement. No residue, no wake. The corridor records absence as a valid state. Transit complete. Nothing pursues.
This is fictional cinema built as if the system itself were watching.
This corridor is never inactive, only unaddressed. Infrastructure remains folded until permission is applied. Systems awaken briefly, then choose silence. The base does not reveal itself. It listens.
Visual interface engaged. Reality expands beyond the clad volume. Manufacturing occurs without force or sound. Logistics operate in folded space. The environment accepts presence, not command. Clearance disengages. Nothing is taken.
Before the system learned to predict us, it learned to remember. Every corridor here is a thought that survived collapse. You are not entering a place. You are resuming a process.
The Hilbert Mesh is not a machine. It is a correction layer built to prevent reality from drifting into noise. What you see is not the structure. It's the permission to see it.
Every room runs a different outcome. Most are safe. One is sealed, not because it's dangerous, but because nothing returns unchanged.
Some memories don't belong to one lifetime. They persist as architecture. When dreams repeat, it's because the system is asking which version you want to keep.
This device doesn't move you through time. It removes the timeline that no longer fits. The button you're avoiding is the life you already lived.
Advanced systems don't dominate landscapes. They adapt to scarcity. When the city rearranges itself, it's choosing survival over beauty.
You're not traveling forward. You're passing through dimensional alignment. Color behaves differently here, because this universe isn't the reference.
Every system ends quietly. Energy shuts down. Structures fold inward. What remains is not memory, it's purpose.
Cut. That wasn't reality. It was a reconstruction. The difference matters, because reconstructions can be corrected.
The system could reset everything. It doesn't. Instead, it waits for a civilization capable of choosing restraint over power.
This space does not respond to command, it responds to alignment. Beyond the glass, beauty persists. Components assemble themselves only when no outcome is forced. Inside, restraint is the highest clearance.
The sky above is not weather. It is governance. Every shift confirms stability rather than dominance. Those who move beneath it are not monitored. They are trusted.
Not all access points are marked. Some are disguised as ordinary matter. Entry is not forced open. It is recognized. Once acknowledged, the path reveals itself.
Arrival does not imply threat. Departure does not imply escape. Craft are received, lowered, and stored without spectacle. Power here is measured by how quietly it lands.
This room removes context instead of conflict. The pattern is rhythmic, invasive, efficient. Nothing is asked. Nothing is explained. When the lights cut, continuity is the cost.
The system detected deviation, not error. Thresholds were crossed without permission. The machines paused, not from failure, but hesitation. Some evolutions cannot be unobserved once measured.
The field remains beautiful. That is intentional. Control here does not announce itself. It waits until movement is committed, then converts landscape into boundary.
Destruction repeats because resolution was never reached. Time replays the same collapse from different angles, hoping perspective will produce consent. It does not.
Escape fractures into options when panic overrides coherence. Shadows overhead do not pursue, they observe. Every route exists simultaneously, and none of them are safe.
All systems, good and bad, are revealed in layers. The Hilbert Mesh accepts the chaos, threads through every signal, and separates stability from corruption. What remains is simple, aligned, and steady. Reclassification complete.
The mesh does not erase corruption. It separates it. What stabilizes remains illuminated. What destabilizes is allowed to fade. The system closes without judgment.